Was he gonna do the thing? There it is.
What is up, noobs?
What's up?
Welcome to ChiodoLive. Episode 102. Episode 2.
102.
102.
You've already done 100 episodes.
No, I wish, but we're on
episodes.
episode 2.
Deuce.
This is a laid back episode. Normally, what we normally do is talk about movies and Star Wars. We have Campfires on Dagobah, a Star Wars podcast show, and then we also have a a movie talk show. But that's here or there. That's not what this episode is. Yes, we're going to talk about Star Wars, and we're going to talk about current events, and we're just going to talk and see where we go from there. I'm Dom Chiodo. This is. I was letting you introduce yourself.
Oh, okay. This is Johnny Two Chips, aka Carter.
Carter. All right.
And this is
awkward.
I didn't think of anything to say beforehand.
and I'm Reagan.
And everything that I want to say is very naughty.
We like
This
naughty.
isn't one of those kind of shows.
And I'm Reagan.
Reagan.
I think I'm Andy.
You think
I'm
you're-
usually Andy.
So before we get to our main, actually we don't have any main topics, but let's talk about something that happened recently, guys.
What
And
happened
It's
recently?
very sad. Happened on Sunday morning.
Are you talking about the what's that thing that's on the news all the time?
The impeachment trial?
Yeah.
No,
Just kidding.
That is.
we
Just
lost
kidding.
a legend. People,
Oh yeah.
Kobe passed away. If you haven't heard already, in the helicopter accident. His child, 13-year-old daughter, and 7 other people was with him.
Mm-hmm.
This is crazy. Has this impact you in any way, man? The Kobe situation?
Not personally. I wasn't into basketball. I mean, it's a tragedy.
Sure.
Definitely. Him and his daughter and whoever all the other people were. But yeah, I mean, not really.
Not really. How about you, Reagan?
No, not really.
No?
I've never really followed basketball or sports or anything.
How about you? Coming from...
It affected me in a certain way, not because I was a big fan of Kobe, but because I was a parent, just thinking that, his daughter, who's, 13?
13 years old, man.
She died too, along with him, and that's just kind of sad, 'cause I have 2 children of my own, and that's kind of
Right. Have you ever thought about, or have you guys ever thought about those last minutes, like what went through everybody's mind, how they reacted, or was it just before they were able to?
I hope it was quick, because I don't want them to be suffering and
Yeah,
that kind of thing.
it's crazy. See, I didn't grow up during the Kobe. I mean, I guess I did, but I was more Alvin Iverson. That was my hero growing up. I know people have Michael Jordan,
Yeah.
Kobe, Iverson. I was more of the Iverson. I don't know about you. You really didn't go through.
Nope.
No.
Never been into basketball.
No. But I mean, it's tragic
Yeah,
and
I mean,
it's sad.
it's sad.
And I just wanted to touch upon it real quick. I know everybody else is, but we have to mourn them and respect them in a certain way. Was there any celebrity that died in the past 20 years that really affected you in any way?
Prince.
Prince?
Yeah. Yeah, I cried. I
Really?
might cry right now. Yeah.
Over Prince?
Yeah. I really liked his music. I always wanted to meet him just to see,
What did he die from?
I think it was
That was suicide.
I think it was like either accidental overdose or something. He was on pills. Basically almost the same thing like Michael Jackson. Like
Oh, really?
Prescription pills, yeah.
How about you? Was there any celebrity that died that really affected you?
No,
Really?
not recently. Or not really.
What really fucked me up was Paul Walker and Robin Williams. That really messed me up when
Yeah.
they died. I mean, I cried when Paul Walker died. Robin Williams, I know exactly where I was at. My buddy Nick, I was with him sleeping over his girlfriend's house, and my mom called me and was like, "Hey, Robin Williams died." And I was like, "Get the fuck out." So, how about you, man?
Yeah, Robin Williams hit me pretty hard. I remember that day. I just found out my wife came home from work and she's like, "Why are you crying?" I said, "Robin Williams died." I said,
Yeah.
And she, I don't know, she didn't affect her the same way it did me, because
What about Carrie Fisher? That hit me hard too.
yeah, it hit me pretty good too. I think on a more personal note, I think when Peter Mayhew died, who played Chewbacca, and
Oh Jesus!
and I've met him several times. I've talked to him, and
Right.
so I kind of know him a little bit. I mean, not friends, but
Yeah.
I think he knew who I was sometimes.
Gotcha.
I have another one though.
Okay.
I just thought of it. Is Dimebag Darrell from Pantera, and when that happened, I don't know when that happened. It was a while back, but it was one of those things where it's like, no, like you were in shock because you didn't believe it, and then it starts to creep in, and it's like, no, because I've seen him live before, and from what I've heard of him, he's like just a down home guy. Even as big and famous as Pantera got, he was just like, he'd walk up to you and talk to you and whatever. He didn't let it go to his head like most people do.
Right.
He's a good old Southern boy.
Talking about Southern people, who did you just discover went to Waco High in '91?
Oh, I knew it for a while, but I wanted to verify it. Shannon Elizabeth, a.k.a. Nadia from American Pie, a.k.a. Can we curse on here?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Boo Boo
yeah.
Kitty Fuck from
Boo-boo.
Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back and Jay and Silent Bob reboot. I think her name was Justice in that too.
Mm-hmm.
But she went to Waco High the same time that I was in high school in a sort of rival school, University High School.
Yeah.
And there's some people that I know that went to Waco High. It was actually my friend's girlfriend and her family. And if I ever run across them, I'm like, dude, did you know Shannon Elizabeth? Because they went to Waco High. But Waco High is a much bigger school than University was. It was huge, so I don't know if they'd know them or not. But yeah, I just looked up the 1991 Waco High yearbook, and I was like, okay, I got to make sure. I'm going to check this out. But yeah.
Really?
And she was in there. Yeah. Her mom and dad actually paid for a full page.
Just for her?
Yeah. Because her real name, her original name is Shannon Elizabeth Fidel. I don't know if I'm saying that right.
Fidel?
Fidel? Okay.
Fidel.
And so it says on there, congratulations, Shannon Fidel. Mom, we love you, Mom and Dad. And then there's like a big picture, and she was a cheerleader.
Really?
Yes.
That doesn't surprise me.
Oh,
She
it
was
just
also
freaks me out though, because we went to high school at the same time, so it was like.
Why didn't you hit her up?
I was a fucking like straight up nerd back then,
So
and
was
we
she.
didn't really like associate with other schools. We were kind of the bad school. I remember we went to when I was going to driving school. The driving school bus would go to all the schools and pick us up, and so they stopped at University and picked us up, and there was like a couple
So they
of
commingled.
yeah,
Okay.
and so there was a couple of girls from Midway,
Yeah.
which is out in Hewitt, and they're like, "You go to University?" And I was like, "Yeah." And they're like, "Man, we heard y'all like fucking kill teachers and bury them in the hallways and shit." And I was like, "No, it's not that bad." It's like,
Really?
there's not
You
fights
guys
every
did that
day,
shit?
huh?
You guys did that shit?
No.
Fucking
We were
weirdos.
just. I mean, it wasn't all
Yeah.
flowers and everything over there, but I mean, actually, 6th grade was way worse because when they got the idea when it came to 6th grade, they're like, "Hey, let's make a 6th grade center. So we're going to get all the kids from East Waco, all the kids from North Waco, and all the kids from South Waco and put them in the same school." That school had fights every day. I had a kid come up to me in the bathroom and be like, "Dude, don't wear red shoes tomorrow." And I was like, "Why?" And he goes, "Everybody with red shoes gets jumped." And I was like, "I don't have any red shoes." And he's like, "Cool." And then he left. It was crazy.
Everybody wearing red gets jumped.
Red shoes. He was like, and I was like, "Why shoes? Why just red shoes?" But anyway, I digress.
So what are you working on over there?
Nothing.
Oh, I'm trying. So, real quick. Sorry, I thought you were testing something. Are you,
Nunya?
sorry.
None of your business.
Who's that? Is this going straight to Facebook?
No.
No.
Get off Grindr.
I
man.
thought you.
We tried it. It'll go to Twitch and Facebook or YouTube and Facebook, but not YouTube and Twitch at the same time.
Right.
Right. So
They
I
don't
thought,
wanna
I thought
do
he
this.
hooked it up with. I thought he hooked it up with Facebook and Twitch.
I don't know.
know your Facebook login.
Oh, I could have logged in for you.
Well, you
dum-dum.
never did that.
Yeah.
Should we do that?
No, it's
It's
way
too
too
late
late
now.
now.
Too late.
Wow.
You should have
Too late.
made sure I was on that.
I don't know how
Well,
this
no,
thing
everything's saved on this computer, so you can just log into programs.
goes. Mhm.
Not if it's a new app.
Really?
Do you want to let me go?
Really?
'Cause I will just spout nonsense, like fucking Linda Blair in The Exorcist,
Linda Blair.
like pea soup from Linda Blair's mouth in The Exorcist.
Well, this is interesting. I just got a. Wow. So
Is it a naked picture?
no?
That was a big wow.
Oh my god.
What is that?
Well, that's-
So I put out online saying that we're looking for more people to join. Our
That's not the
cast.
list, is it?
This is.
Oh, it's a
somebody's-
resume.
It's a fucking resume, and she's telling me everything.
Dope. Where's she from?
I haven't. Half a day of work, non-paid, in the Flower Mound. I don't know. I have to read all
Flower
this.
Mound. That's fucking Dallas, Fort Worth area.
Is it really?
Yeah.
I see that you're an actor on Dallas Actors Database.
Hmm.
Oh, interesting.
Dom lives
Wow.
closer to Dallas than the rest of us.
Well, Aquila's not really that close to Dallas.
It's closer to Dallas than Waco is.
Maybe 10, 20 minutes.
Yeah, if that.
Well, that's like the difference between an hour and 40 minutes.
Something like that.
Okay.
So, you have.
Let's debate this. Come on. No, I'm just kidding.
You've been doing homework, which our producer over here next to us.
I'm a producer?
Yeah.
Yes.
You're a
Wow.
producer. You're the
You
one
are
that's.
very much a producer.
It's a high honor.
We're giving you executive producer credit.
This is a high honor.
Am I still
and
on, am I
news
still
to
on
me.
screen?
What?
Am I still on
Yeah,
screen?
you're still
Okay,
on screen.
cool. The last time, if I lean back, I was out.
So he gave you homework, and he
Yeah.
gave me homework, which I didn't fucking do.
Yeah,
I didn't get homework. What's the deal?
You had
were
already,
like
you had
ahead of
already
the
done the
curve.
homework.
You're
Yeah,
ahead of
you
the
turned it
curve.
in before it was due.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm not much of a nerd.
You turned it in before it was assigned.
You're like a fucking Japanese or Chinese transfer student. It's like,
Jesus.
we're 3 years behind and you're already there.
Alrighty.
Oh my
Um,
god.
But you saw the Clone Wars? Not
I-
all of it yet.
Yeah, I finished season
Oh,
4, which
Mhm.
was the brain death.
Darth
The
Maul.
Reintroduction. It was the I word of Darth Maul.
Right?
And I don't know if I technically started like season 5, episode 1 or not, but I definitely finished season 4.
He's cool though, right?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like it. I like it when he's all kind of crazy. And he's got big.
Yeah, he's got the
horns.
big horns. Yeah,
Yeah.
I really like that. I wish they had kept that.
I wonder what that is. That's supposed to signify like insanity, because then he goes
Yeah.
back to like regular horns.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I think it's just kind of like he's untamed and
Yeah,
unkept
yeah, very much.
because he's just fucking crazy.
And he's like part spider.
Yeah, and
or
he's
something.
like mostly spider. That was really cool.
Yeah,
I had heard he had like spider legs before, but I was thinking like,
I thought I saw
Like,
something.
you know, not like upper torso and then like 8
Oh
like
yeah,
human
yeah.
legs and.
Yeah.
But no, he was like full spider, and I was like, "Whoa!"
Does
That's
he go
cool.
back to like 4 legs, or was that in Solo or something?
What are you talking about?
Darth Maul.
He gets more humanoid type legs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've gotten to that point, but I thought I saw something
I
like
don't
when
think he
the
ever
Clone
has
Wars was originally
4
out,
legs.
where he had like 4 legs. Or did they show his legs in Solo at the end of Solo? Spoiler alert.
No, not really.
Okay.
Mm.
I might just be imagining it or
I thought-
morphing.
I thought he always had 2 legs, but he had like the what's it called around him, his waist.
Yeah.
That,
Well,
that just like combined him.
of course, he got cut in half, and
Right.
then he got
You got what?
cut in half. You haven't seen the movie yet?
I
Oh
haven't-
my
I
god!
haven't seen Phantom Menace.
Dang it! Dang it! And I guess did they explain like the full thing? Obviously, he gets put on a junk planet, and then he makes his own legs, and so he's like, it looks like he's a fucking spider.
I don't think they ever really explain it.
Yeah,
They're
he's
just kind of like,
there.
yeah.
This is like we put him in the garbage
Yeah.
with the rest of the
Yeah.
trash.
Mortis. Mortis is cool.
Okay, hold on, wait. Which one is Mortis?
It's the one with the father and the
Oh
son
yes,
and the
yes,
daughter.
yes. That was pretty weird. That was pretty cool.
I like those episodes in Clone Wars.
Yeah.
They're like spiritual force
Mortis.
episodes.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of cool that Anakin saw that he was gonna be Vader
Yeah.
before he was Vader.
But then
Really?
he turns to the dark side anyway.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's gonna stop it?
Yeah. Yeah, Anakin goes to this planet, and it's like where the Force originates from. Like it's like where the light side and the dark side were created.
Okay.
And there's the daughter, who's like the embodiment of the light side, and the son, who's the embodiment of the dark side, and then the father kind of has to keep them in balance.
Okay. So the rule of 2.
Yeah, well,
Kind
not
of.
rule of 2, just balance of the Force.
Okay.
And Anakin kind of almost instantly like falls into the sun's trap and kind of like starts following around the sun and like being tempted by the dark side.
Really?
Yeah. And
So do you think it was always planned for Anakin to turn to the dark side?
yeah, it's a story.
Well, no, I know.
That's the story.
That's his story.
Have you
No,
seen
shit.
episode 4, man?
It's not like they added.
No,
It's not like they added the Emperor in the last movie. They're like, shit. Well, who is Darth Vader? Oh, I guess it's Anakin.
What I'm saying.
George
is-
Lucas is making the prequels, and he gets to Revenge of the Sith, and he's like, wait a minute, we have to set up Darth Vader somewhere in here. Who is it?
It's Jar Jar, right?
No, what I'm saying is, I know George Lucas intended, and the Lucasfilm and everybody intended Anakin to be Darth Vader. But what I'm saying is, do you think in that world when Anakin was created by the Force, midi-chlorians, was he intended to go to the dark side? So okay, let me put it in this perspective. Let me put it in this perspective. You're born.
You mean like,
When
was
you're-
that his plan? Was
Well,
that like,
was that
Was
written?
it fate?
was that
Yeah, was that
for-
fate? Like, so okay, so you're born, right? When you turn 25 years old,
Yeah.
you become a paraplegic.
Don't say that.
That's written.
Don't say that.
That's
Oh,
Don't say that.
That's gonna
I
happen.
don't
this kind of fucking podcast. Holy
I
shit.
don't
No,
like,
but what I'm
I
saying
don't
is-
like you saying that about me.
What I'm saying is, do you believe in a power, a higher power, putting that in your book of life? On
Sure.
chapter 35, this is what's going to happen to you.
Sure, but are you saying I believe that there's a Star Wars God?
Sure.
Sure.
Okay.
What I've gotten from what I've
No,
seen
I mean-
and watched is the Force doesn't allow anything to happen that the Force doesn't want to happen.
Right. Okay. I guess that's where.
I mean,
the Force wanted him.
he was the
I
chosen
don't
one
know
that
if-
was
I
meant
don't know
to
if he
bring balance to the
necessarily-
Force, and he did.
Yeah. It even says it at the end of.
At the end of Revenge of the Sith, there's 2 Jedi and there's 2 Sith.
Yeah.
Right.
There's Obi-Wan and Yoda and Palpatine and Vader. And so the Jedi saw that and thought that balance meant that there were no more Sith and there was only good guys. But that's not balance. It's
Right.
tilted one way.
Yeah.
And so the Jedi in their arrogance thought, oh, if you brought balance to the Force. No, I mean, watching Clone Wars, you really see how fucking
Yeah.
stupid the Jedi are.
She keeps like.
The Jedi just fucking...
It's like,
Fuck
how is it
everything
they,
up.
they always know what we're doing. And then Palpatine's like, "Arr."
Yeah, I know. They're like... Yoda's like, yeah, I'm going to go look into that Count Dooku guy. And
Yeah.
Palpatine's like, oh, you do that. Hey, Dooku. Yoda's on his way. Like...
Yoda's on his way.
Like, I don't understand. or I guess Palpatine just has to be a stronger Force user than
Well,
Yoda
he's
to be
able
able to control,
Yeah.
to not let Yoda know that he is the Sith Lord.
Yeah. Well, they say in the prequels at some point, the dark side clouds everything.
Or no, what he says,
Mhm.
I am the
So-
Senate. I
He's
am the
able to do
Senate.
that. But I don't know if they necessarily meant him to be a bad guy.
Who?
Anakin.
He, well,
What?
The Force.
Oh, the Force.
Yeah.
I
the
mean,
Force needed
I mean,
Anakin to exist
he was
just
the
to have
chosen
Luke.
one. He
I'm
was
sorry,
one that
the
balanced
Force needed Anakin to exist so they could have Rey.
They could have got Rey without Anakin.
I was trying to
They
piss
wouldn't-
people. I was
they
trying to
wouldn't
piss people off saying that
Oh.
They wouldn't
Luke
have had-
wasn't really the chosen one. Rey
Ben.
was the chosen one.
They wouldn't have had Ben.
Does that piss you off hearing that? When
What?
people say that?
What?
Luke wasn't the chosen one. Disney set it up to where Luke wasn't the chosen one to bring balance to the Force. It was actually Rey this whole time.
Well, Luke brought balance to the Force too.
yeah.
Sort of. Wait, hold on.
I mean,
I mean, he destroyed the
I
Emperor.
think there's different moments in time when
Okay.
Yeah.
If you take
different people have balanced the Force.
So I'm
Yeah,
going
if
to
you
know
take-
who the
if
fuck
you
the
take it-
Force is and why does he keep falling out of balance?
it's because one side gets stronger than the other. That's why
And
Palpatine
someone
was so
starts eating
strong, is
things
because
before it gets out of balance.
there weren't
Come on.
as many Sith as there were Jedi.
I explained it to my friend like this. So the Jedi have a really big piece of bread, and they're trying to spread the mayo all over this
I
really
love
big piece
mayo.
of bread. But like, you know, they only have one dollop of mayo, so they gotta spread it real
Is it
thin.
Miracle Whip or
No, it's mayo.
Oh,
Yeah,
Miracle
it's
Whip
real
is
mayo.
disgusting.
But the Sith,
What?
the Sith have a
Oh,
really small piece of bread and
We're gonna
one
get back to that.
and the same size dollop of
Yeah.
mayo, and so,
And so
they-
it's
it
like
can be
nice
yeah,
and
it's like
thick,
nice
yeah.
and coated on there. And since there were so many Jedi during the Clone War, like they don't have much mayo.
Yeah.
We always get more mayo.
Is mayo and Miracle Whip like the
Miracle Whip is a dressing.
the light side and the dark side?
Yeah, Miracle Whip's the dark side.
And then I'm fucking a Sith brother because I eat nothing but Miracle Whip.
Miracle Whip is disgusting.
Technically it's a dressing, but I mean it's all.
My father-in-law eats that shit like it's going out of style.
Is it?
It's basically just
I-
whipped oil, though. I think honestly.
It doesn't sound very. I never liked Miracle Whip.
It's gross.
I think
I like
was
the
that-
tang.
Who joined in? Looks good.
It's Gabe.
Hey, thanks, Gabe. Fancy last name. Did you steal it from me, you prick?
They
Yeah.
I mean, okay, in the retcon, in the new retcon, in the sequel retcon, Luke brings balance to the Force because obviously the Emperor didn't die, and
What?
Vader dies. So
Vader
there's
died.
Luke,
So it's
and then
Luke and
there's
the Emperor.
yeah.
For those of you tuning in and watching, so only Gabe, you now can donate to our channel, streamlabs.com/Dom Chiodo Show. I think
he's like, he's
did I say
trying to
Dom
spread the
Chiodo
mayo
Show or
too
Dom
fucking
Chiodo
thin
Show?
again.
We'll figure that one out.
I think it's the Dom
Yeah.
Chiodo Show.
And then Kylo was
So
like,
you
"Bitch,
can
I
now
like
donate
Miracle
to
Whip."
us. Go ahead, donate $1. Be our first
Give me
person
that fucking
that
mayo
donates
bullshit.
$1.
I'm painting my shit black and putting stings on the side.
Yeah, no, that's a good point.
Mm-hmm.
Because Luke was like, "Damn, I just need more mayo."
I need.
But
But then you got to think at the end of the new one, you know, she basically destroys
Well,
the
I don't-
Sith and all the
and
other fuckers.
and the Jedi.
Yeah.
Because she's not either. She's not really a Jedi.
Oh, is that why her
Who's not
fucking
really a
lightsaber's
Jedi?
dark?
Who?
Because normally they don't have
I
dark
think
lightsabers.
maybe. 'Cause Rey, I don't think Rey's a Jedi.
They
At
never
the
got
end.
into the
Really?
gray Jedi part.
You don't think
um,
she's a Jedi?
Not at the end. I think
She's a peacekeeper.
I think she has
Wait, from Farscape?
teachings of both. Because you see that she's able to use the lightning, and you see that she's able to feed the darkness when she tries to go get the
Wayfinder.
The Wayfinder. But I think she really has completely destroyed both the Jedi and the Sith. Because the Emperor's no more, and she's the last Force user, I guess.
I don't forget about Broom Boy.
There is Broom Boy, and there's Finn.
Well,
Kid.
Finn's,
Broom
Finn's
Kid.
not a force user. He's force sensitive, right?
Yeah, Finn's force sensitive.
So I think maybe she did bring like ultimate balance to the Force, and it's balanced within her.
Really?
Okay.
Question for you. See if you can share this link on my Facebook page.
That's dope. That's deep.
It's not popping up for me.
Okay.
Not only have I been doing my homework, I went above and beyond and was doing other homework.
Oh.
I was watching.
I don't know if I can share it on yours.
Oh man, I really wish Grayson and Vanessa were here because they'd give
I
me
think
this.
Grayson and Vanessa. Oh. I think Grayson and Vanessa are coming back.
Hopefully, I mean it's 8 o'clock. I don't know if they're gonna make it, but
Damn.
I've been watching. Well, I binged part 3 of Dom's looking at porn.
I'm not looking at porn.
That's not
I am.
what I binged.
Carter said I am.
I am. Part 3 of The Chilling Adventures of Sabrina, which this season
That's
was.
how-
Don't
Yeah.
give it away. Don't give it away.
Oh, okay. This season is much
Damn.
more. Have you finished part 2?
Oh yeah, I'm caught up to
Okay.
part 2, but not this.
Were you very it's very roller coastery in part 2? Because there's that one part where she gets all those badass powers,
Yeah.
and it's like, I'm gonna do this, and then it fucking drops, and it's like, wait a minute. I thought something fucking cool was fixing to happen, and they're like, no, wait, Sabrina. The devil's doing something. I forgot what the next thing was, but it was very much, it's like it ramped up, and then it would drop back down, and then it would ramp up, and then it would drop back down. This one's very linear. It kind of is like, it builds through the whole thing, so it's a lot easier to watch. Part 2 was hard to watch for me. Just because it was just kind of, it wasn't all over the place, but it was very roller coastery. And I binged October Faction.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was okay. I hadn't never read the book, so it was all
Me
new to
neither.
me. And I thought it was okay.
Yeah, I just finished the first season of The Expanse on Amazon. That was a really good show.
I tried to get into it, but I don't know if I finished the first season or not.
It's kind of a slow burn, but
Yeah.
there's kind of like this underlying conspiracy because it's set up where Earth has kind of colonized the solar system,
Mm-hmm.
and there's people have colonized Mars, and then there's what they call the Belters. I guess they colonized the asteroid belt or something.
Yeah.
Not other planets, but
Yeah.
and so they're kind of at odds with each other, trying to.
I guess there's no way
They're
to
on
do
the
it.
verge of like war and stuff.
What?
And
Add
it's like
tags?
this
I put
biological
tags on it.
alien warfare that's
English
going
and
on.
comics?
They don't know
There's more.
who's causing it.
Right.
But I just finished the last episode this morning or this afternoon.
That's the only thing.
Is that the one where they're kind of racist against?
Oh, that's the only one's outfit.
Yeah.
The
Or, like,
spacefarers,
that fit the
because
the theme of
they
the
live
show.
in space, so their body mass and their
Okay.
bone density.
A little bit,
Yeah,
Should I
okay.
exit?
I couldn't remember if it was in that show or if it was in another show.
Uh-huh.
Because there was a couple of like space shows that came out about the same time as Expanse did.
Well, we don't count. Never mind. I lost it. Fuck it.
I've been watching Rebels
My-
after I finished Clone Wars.
My homeboy Chris said he prefers Rebels over Clone Wars.
Really?
Is it Rebels like between is like
Between 3 and 4.
okay
Yeah.
yeah. That might be one.
So far, I like Clone Wars a lot better.
yeah.
Rebels isn't bad, and Rebels ties up a lot of strings that Clone Wars leaves open.
I've been watching Resistance.
I'm sorry.
But
I've heard nothing but bad things about Resistance.
It's for kids.
Rebels is pretty
You
good.
must resist watching Resistance.
Yeah.
I like Rebels so far. I think I'm in the middle of season 2 right now.
Yeah.
Or no, season 3. I just started season 3.
Nobody's watching.
How many seasons are those?
There's 4.
We
There's
gotta
four?
go to
Yeah.
YouTube.
And I've heard that maybe they're gonna renew that for another season because
Just
I think
because.
it leaves it open at the end.
Yeah.
Really?
I'm not sure.
Season 7 of Clone Wars drops February.
February.
Yeah.
I'm so
I
excited.
think it's in February.
Oh
Isn't
my, yeah,
it? Yeah.
yeah, very end of February. I'm so excited for that. I've been seeing the trailers and then like
Yeah.
things of the trailers, and I'm like,
I just want episode 9 to fucking be out on Blu-ray already.
I don't want to say too much because I don't want to spoil it for you.
Oh yeah.
Because I don't know how much of the trailer you have seen.
I don't
Well,
think I've
do you
seen
think-
any of the trailers.
Okay.
Do you, if I remember correctly, Clone Wars was setting up Darth Vader from last season, right? If I remember correctly.
Yeah, I mean, throughout Clone Wars, you can see like hints of Vader. Like, it's really cool the way they do it. Like, Anakin will be like interrogating somebody and then be like, "Tell me now, or I'll fucking kill you." Like,
Wow, Clone Wars got dark.
no, like Clone Wars is really fucking dark.
No, but what I'm saying is,
Like, there's hints of Vader, and he kind of slips into it like every once in a while.
do you think we're going to see actual Vader on this season?
I don't want to say too much because Andy still hasn't seen it.
Because I know we've seen.
Well, season 6 opens with Order 66. I know that because I saw it on the thing. It's a season 6 episode.
Well, I heard,
Order 66.
if I remember correctly,
Which I'm
Clone
just
Wars
like-
kind of, they did episode 3, but in their own way. Am I not correct?
No,
I am correct.
no,
No.
I'm wrong.
you're
Clone
wrong.
Wars is between 2 and 3.
Right, but
Yes.
I thought they
From
'Cause
okay,
Padme
from
and
they went
Anakin
into
are
episode
already
3
married.
and they kind of
From
did it in their own.
what I'm thinking, season 7 is going to end with the Chancellor being kidnapped by Grievous.
Gotcha.
That would make sense.
Which,
I think.
which ends up at the beginning of episode 3.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think. Or that's gonna happen sometime.
Does Mother
season 7.
Talzin show up any more after season 4?
I think so.
Because
She's fucking cool.
yeah,
The witches?
I've been watching it in chronological order,
Uh-huh.
which is all over the place until you hit about season 3 or 4.
Yeah, about halfway
How are
through
you
season
doing
3.
that?
Huh?
How are you doing it chronologically?
It
There-
starts
there's a list
out
on-
weird. There's like is it like 116 and 216?
Yeah, 216 is the first episode of the show, and then it goes to 116.
Then it
And
goes
then-
to the Clone Wars movie, and then it goes to episode 1, and then it jumps around all through the first and second seasons. Yeah,
It's really good watching it like that, though.
yeah, because
there's
like-
a
like-
complete list on StarWars.com that tells you like the watching order.
Really?
But the
I might have to try it like that. That sounds cool.
you know the Senate murder plotline where Cad Bane goes into the
Yeah.
Senate and
kinda.
kidnaps some senators. So the setup for that is actually in like the 3rd season, and then the actual plot is in the 2nd season. And so
That sounds
so
like Firefly
in
or
season
something.
Yeah.
3, Cad Bane's like getting his team together to go do the Senate heist, and then he's already done the Senate heist in season 2.
yeah.
And so it's really weird that they do it like that.
I think what it is
Um,
like they do one-offs. Like Cad Bane goes
Yeah.
and does the Senate heist, and they're like, okay, well, let's revisit that in season 3. We're gonna do another one-off, but it's gonna be part of the deal. So it's
Yeah.
chronologically from their point of view. It goes.
Yeah.
So each character has their own point of view throughout the show. Then.
No, it's just the like I don't know how to explain.
It's kind of like they have an idea and they're like, oh, that's a good idea. Let's make it now.
okay.
And then they go back
did
and they're like,
they did season 3 or season 2, and they did this one episode where Cad Bane goes and kidnaps a senator, and they're like, okay, in season 3, let's go back and revisit.
yeah,
that.
like why did he do that?
We're gonna show him getting his crew together and why he did that. So I don't remember if it's 2 or 3 episodes in that particular.
Yeah,
Okay,
they're-
that's why they say
yeah.
watch this episode, jump to this episode.
Yeah.
come
Yeah,
back
yeah,
to
yeah.
this.
Right.
That
Because
makes
it's
sense.
chronological from the character's point of
Well,
view.
you know, I'm a Star Wars fan. I'm a diehard Star Wars fan. It's just, I for whatever reason, I couldn't get into the new Clone Wars.
Watch it.
I have.
You just make yourself watch it.
The problem
It's pretty.
is,
Because
you're-
it's pretty good.
Once you hit halfway through season 1, you will be hooked.
Yeah.
granted, I was when I had internet and I was watching it on Netflix, but I no longer have it.
Yeah.
And I don't want to.
Well, it's not on Netflix anymore.
It's on Disney. Well,
Yeah.
it's on Disney Plus, but
Yeah.
I don't have Disney Plus.
Well, I really wish they had a damn kind of watch function on that, where you could be like, "Do you want to watch this in chronological order?"
Yeah.
I'm like, "Yeah," because I kept having to, especially through the first season, I
Yeah.
kept having to go back.
Yeah, go
I
back
started
to the
watching
list.
some episodes. I'm like, "Oh, okay, I'm good."
Yeah.
I got to like episode 19 before I have to go back.
Yeah, I
Or
did
jump
the
forward.
same thing. I made a note to my phone and I like delete the episodes as I got through. So the top one was always the one I needed to watch
Yeah,
next.
Really?
That's
Yeah.
dope. That's cool.
That's the website there.
Yes.
Of how to watch it in
Yeah.
chronological order.
Yeah.
One of my friends was watching it regularly, and he's like, "You're dumb for watching it like this." But there was actually some times where I was like, "Well, I'm glad I'm watching it like this because it made sense with the way the
It
story
made a
was
little
set
bit
up."
more sense.
Yeah.
I mean, they don't do it to where it's like completely like.
Yeah, no, you're not.
You're not
completely
like at the
lost.
beginning. I like the guy who's like, "This is what's happening in the galaxy right now."
Yeah.
it's not like you're not going to be confused by this at all.
Galaxy far, far away.
But it looks like once you get past the fourth one, it goes to 101, then it goes.
Yeah,
Yeah, season 1 jumps around a little bit.
there's
I
parts
think
where
it
it
jumps
like
more than
evens
season 2.
out and starts.
Yeah,
just
when you
goes
hit like
mostly in
season
order.
3 and 4, especially 4 goes kind of all the way
Yeah.
through.
And then 5 is all the way through.
Season 3 barely jumps. I think there's like one
yeah,
or two
there's one
episodes.
or two.
I'll tell you, my favorite episodes
Excuse
of
me.
the Clone Wars were the ones that were focused on the clones themselves.
Yeah, me too, for
Captain-
sure.
I love Captain Rex. He's
Yeah.
one of my favorite characters from the series.
That's one of the photos.
What the?
That's one of the photos.
Yeah, Captain Rex is really
What?
cool.
You can't see anything.
5's
Regardless,
Regardless.
the 5's
he
the
tricked me. He tricked me. I've committed adultery unknowingly.
5's is my favorite clone. 5's is so cool.
Really?
All
really?
of Domino's Squad is so cool, but 5's is the coolest.
He's dead already by season 4, isn't
5's?
he? Yeah. No, that was Hard Case, right? It's hard to keep the clones
sorry.
straight.
There's a bit of Domino's Squad. I think 5's is the only one that survives.
Uh-oh, I think
No,
You're on
that
film too.
when
I know.
when
There's
that
Echo?
rogue Jedi. Who dies when the rogue Jedi, the guy with the 4 arms? They're on that. that
Pong
weird-
Krell?
I think so.
Have you already seen the Crow episodes?
Yes.
The Crow episodes are fucking amazing.
they
I
are.
love
They're
the
great.
Crow episodes.
But who died in that? That wasn't 5's, was it?
I think it was
wrong?
Echo.
Was it Echo?
I think Echo dies
I
in
think
the Crow episodes.
somebody's here.
Who's here?
I think somebody's here.
Okay.
Does Echo die in the Krell episodes?
I don't remember.
In Umbra? I don't remember any of the Domino Squad except for.
Oh no, I was asking if Grayson's here, and he said no.
Oh, okay.
I don't remember any of Domino Squad except for 5's and Echo. But I love that their test, the rookies episode where they have to
Yes.
train and go together.
Yeah.
And like
that's
was
one
so
that
cool.
jumps around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's one of the coolest episodes in the show.
Wow.
Krell is really cool though.
Oh, yeah.
I really like that storyline.
Yeah.
Where the
I was
clothes were like,
he's such
"You're
a-
an asshole."
He's
Like,
you're such
we're
a
not
dick.
doing
Yeah.
that.
I was just like, why are we following this guy?
Yeah.
And I was,
He's
you
like,
know,
we're
first
gonna
I'm
march
just like,
right through
oh
the-
man, he's a douchebag
Yeah, I'm talking
Jedi.
about you.
Yeah.
And then you've come to find out, no, he's just a fucking
I know.
he's a straight up asshole.
Yeah.
Here she comes. So we have. I brought my dog to the studio today, and I was just talking to Carter, asking if she looked depressed because she was sitting over in her dog bed. She's saying, "Pet me, Uncle Carter."
What do you think of Ahsoka?
Hater.
What?
Worst character in Star Wars.
You got to get
You're
past.
full
You got to
of
get
shit.
past. You got to get past season 1. She
Go
gets
back to
much more
YouTube or
likable after
Facebook.
season
Actually,
1.
Facebook way better.
Yeah, once you get past the Sky Guy.
Yeah, the whole Sky Guy thing.
I like the Sky Guy. I think it's silly.
Hey, Sky Guy.
If they didn't do it so
Nips.
much, it'd be all right.
Oh, she's trying to say hi.
But
Yes, he is.
No, Ahsoka's the coolest episode or coolest character in Star Wars.
Come here.
what is it? Is it
I
season,
really like Ahsoka.
Is it season 3 or season 4 when they changed a lot of stuff?
I think it's 4.
Because you just end up, and Ahsoka's got a different outfit and 2 fucking lightsabers.
Oh,
I'm like,
yeah.
Did I forget to go back?
Yeah, no, it's season 3.
Yeah.
she just comes up and she's got her little Shoto.
Yeah.
Don't get on me. I don't want you here.
Oh.
She's sorry. Her nails.
Yeah, no, I think it's season 3.
Yeah. I think
She
so.
just shows up and she's like,
Yeah. Thanks, Dom.
Did the dog just fart?
Oh, she just farted on Carter. Oh, I'm sorry. Are you all right?
Yeah, I'm liking Ahsoka more and more.
yeah.
She's a
No,
little-
she's so cool.
Yeah.
Does it smell that bad? All right,
no,
Maddie, go.
Go away.
Go. Go lay down.
Come here.
You don't like
Don't
my
unplug
dog?
anything.
No, I like dogs.
Really?
You like
You don't
him?
like
I'm
I
joking.
think she's
Don't.
fucking tied up in some
Um,
shit, dude. There's a wire.
Hold on, Matt. There you go. Hold on. Ugh. There you go. All right, Maddie, go. Go lay down. Go on.
Skedaddle.
Go on.
Don't knock any more of the set down while you're leaving.
Please.
Good girl. Go.
I don't want to say anything, but Ahsoka is one of the coolest characters in Star Wars.
Hey,
Is there a reveal that I haven't seen yet?
No.
Or,
Whoa.
No. Whoa.
Whoa, there's a lot of comments.
Oh, my
Maybe.
God.
where did all that
It's
shit
just-
come from?
It's Gabe and Russell talking.
Oh.
Whoa, that just blew up. Holy shit. Everyone
Man.
is on Facebook in
Man.
the world, unless they're watching this.
Um,
Then I love Facebook.
Yeah. No, there's some cool shit that happens with Ahsoka.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Is it season 5 or 6?
It's 5.
5? Okay, cool. I'm gonna have to go home and watch it.
Cowards in fear of Zuckerberg. Wow, okay, so the live chat just went up. Okay.
Yeah.
God, this smells bad.
Oh my God, that happened quick. Hey, Russell, thanks for tuning in and watching.
Hi, Russell. Hi, Russell.
Oh, man.
Hi, Maggie.
So I'm going to be uploading this to Facebook. It's just, I got to.
That's what he said last week.
Yeah.
I'll upload both of them tonight then. How's that sound?
Yeah, okay.
He can find his way to Mexico and Red Dead, but he
I
can't.
believe it.
He can't fucking
Yeah,
green
I
code
found
and
my way.
upload a
Hey,
song.
you know what? I bet he still hasn't downloaded Handbrake yet.
Handbrake?
I bet you don't even know what Handbrake is.
No, what is Handbrake?
We talked about
Oh my god, I
Handbrake.
literally
This
spent
was
30
last
minutes
week.
telling you.
Explain it one more time.
I'm not doing that.
It's a re-encode thing.
It's to compress
Is it pretty simple? Like you can pull down and be like YouTube, PS4, PS3, blah
Yeah.
blah blah. Yeah, okay, that's what.
Well,
I
so
thought.
why can't I? Okay, look, I have Adobe Premiere here, right? So why can't I just upload it in Adobe Premiere?
Because we don't
convert
want
the files.
swipes, we just want re-encodes.
Convert the file to.
Am I saying that right? Re-encode?
It's compressing it.
Yeah. Well, it's also re-encoding it, isn't it? I'm not trying to argue.
I don't
with you,
think
I'm
so.
just saying,
I don't think so.
know.
You
I
said
think it's just a
I'm
Handbrake.
just trying to
hand brake, like you broke your hand.
hand break.
It just compresses the file
Like in
so
a
it makes
car,
it smaller to
handbrake.
upload,
Handbrake.
so that you can.
We call that the spinny,
Upload
the
it to
spinny,
YouTube
the spinny
faster.
thing.
That's it.
Yeah.
This is it.
I remember doing that one time in college. and
So I have to
my friends
down.
wanted
It's
to
free.
rest. It was a wet road and we spun around.
Fuck you.
Holy shit!
And on a city street too.
Oh my god!
Okay, so
I had a front wheel drive car in high school, part of high school, four banger, and a friend of mine taught me to do power slides with the handbrake. And
I would
this
like a
one time that I
chocolate-covered
did it, it was
pretzel.
on gravel, and I timed it perfectly, and I hit it, and then the handbrake it stayed. It was a foot brake. It was a foot. It wasn't a thing. It was a pedal,
Oh,
and it stayed down. And I was like click 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 click.
All right.
Because I think mine was actually stuck at one point, so you could press it and it would pop back up. Hello, Maverick.
Yeah, so Dom, you need to watch Clone Wars.
I do. I'm
Well, now.
sorry. I'm trying to find royalty-free music for this. The opening of the show.
Oh,
Okay.
during the show, cool.
Yeah.
Can we steal
Nobody's
commercials
watching
and-
except
and-
two
and-
people.
You're gonna upload this to YouTube.
I can always cut that
Huh?
out. Reagan's
Alright.
like, oh, what's wrong, Reagan?
Nothing, dude. Nothing.
We're
You're
all
just
gonna
working
get,
on the show during the show.
Yeah, I know.
we're gonna get DMCI fucking warnings.
I swear we need like a police stand by.
Yeah.
We're screwing up.
Test screen media.
Yeah. I would love a chocolate-covered pretzel.
Bum, ch, bum, bum, ch, bum, 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 ch, ch, ch. Chocolate covered pretzel. White chocolate. or dark chocolate?
For those of you watching, Reagan. I'm sorry, fucking Reagan. Russell, god damn it!
I'm so
It's like
sorry.
I'm
I
sitting
started
right here.
this. I
It's-
started
you
this.
know
I'm
what
not
it is?
sitting right here.
I never seen Clone Wars.
Watch it, Gabe. It's really good.
Yeah.
I'd recommend it. 10 out of 10.
It's super dope.
If you like Star Wars, It's just more of that, but like all the
It's more
time.
of that, yeah.
It's all Star Wars all the time.
So Russell and Gabe, you can now donate to the show. Streamlabs.com/Dom.
I'd love to see
Chiodo
what
Show.
Russell would fucking donate.
What do you say?
Test pattern. What?
Test Pattern Media, you fucking nut.
That's what I said. What did I say?
I don't know.
Oh,
How come yours is bleeped out, but not over here?
I don't know.
That's interesting.
Alrighty then.
Because he
Russell,
probably
what did I
has
say?
Safe chat turned on.
Donate.
All right.
Is he not going to donate? Donate $1. If everyone oh, we have 3 viewers now.
Oh,
All right.
I just thought of a good idea.
What?
Donate food. Like if you can be like go to Uber Eats or something and be like, let's fucking deliver these guys a free pizza or some shit. That would be dope.
What, people donated?
Yeah, food.
Welcome back, Commander Root.
Ooh, Commander Root. Hello,
Remember
sir.
you from last week?
What's up?
You said test screen.
You did say test screen.
Did I say test screen?
Yeah.
My bad.
Commander Root. Welcome, sir.
What did he say?
to Chiodo
Test
Live.
Test pattern. Test pattern. Test pattern. Test pattern. Test pattern media.
So those of you in the group chat kind of dabbling back a little bit before Reagan continues, how are you affected by Kobe's death? Let us know in the group chat and tell us how you feel about that.
All 3 viewers.
You think I have money. Okay, sorry, Reagan. I apologize.
I don't even know what I was gonna say.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, we were just droning on about
Yeah.
Clone Wars.
So you're really big into politics.
Yeah.
And as we were gearing up for the show, you were sitting there watching something. Tell us what's going on with that, man. What were you watching?
Oh
And
boy. Oh boy.
kinda- I'm interested.
There's a lot of shit going on. It's all terrible. What's going on right now? It's the biggest
Waste of money.
waste of money. Yeah, that's one of them. It's the biggest trying to rig an election that's ever happened. They're accusing Trump of trying to rig the 2020 election while they're simultaneously rigging the 2020 election against him. And that's not a joke. It's
Oh,
not a
shit.
joke.
Are you serious?
Yes, no. Adam Schiff said in his testimony, since he's already tried to cheat in the 2020 election, we can't trust the voters to decide because he's already cheated.
What?
Yeah,
That goes against everything
everything, right?
that our Constitution is.
I forget the exact quote from Adam Schiff, but he pretty much said that if Trump wins in 2020, it's only because he cheated. And so they're already rigging the 2020 election results against him. Because now they have an out where if he wins, it's like, wow, these people can't make decisions for themselves. They voted for an impeached president who's done all these terrible things.
Right. Do you think we're going to see Trump again as president?
Hell yes,
Really?
100%.
But he's already got the impeachment.
It doesn't mean anything. That's a title.
That's it?
Yeah, impeachment is just a title. If the Senate doesn't do anything, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Wow.
They impeached Clinton.
The only thing that the House votes to impeach, and then the Senate votes to remove from office.
Okay.
And so Democrats have the majority in the Senate, so they were in the House.
In the house.
So they were able to vote and get the votes passed for impeachment. Not one Republican voted for impeachment in the House.
Really?
Not one. It was completely partisan.
Impeachment is bullshit.
It is. The entire Trump team started Saturday, and then they started today, because the Democrats said that they needed 48 hours of testimony to try to prove their case. So they have been going all of last week, 5 days. Because they have 48 hours, but it's spread across a couple days to make their case.
They're not just going to sit there for 48
Yeah,
hours. 2
right.
days straight.
Nobody
can leave this room.
So
Lock
they've
the
had,
doors.
That's how they should make it.
Yeah. Well, the senators in there aren't allowed to talk at all. They're not allowed to have their phones. They're not allowed to do anything, or they get literally sent to jail.
Wow.
Really?
Yeah, like
Why is that?
That's just That's it. The president's misconduct cannot be decided at the ballot box, for we cannot be assured the vote will be won fairly. That's a quote from Adam Schiff.
Wow. See, look, I'm not pro Trump. I used to be, before I moved to Texas, I was inspector of elections for Bucks County, which is absolutely means nothing in the world of politics. I'm at the voting booths and I count numbers and I make sure you vote and you do everything correctly. But I was getting involved with politics. Trump kind of made me not want to be involved with politics.
Why?
It's just, I'm a libertarian, so let me just say that, and I have no problem saying my political party. I don't know. We're coming from such a
Libertarians are conservatives in training.
Are we? Fuck you.
Libertarians are like, well, we really like conservatism, except the libertarianism.
What? You smell. What did you get into? No, look, we're coming from Barack Obama, right? He was very... You don't like him?
Nope.
Really?
Really?
And I know you don't.
No, dude, okay.
How about you?
Obama was the most corrupt politician we've ever had in the White House.
What?
100%.
Okay, I do not
No,
believe that he paid for children. Okay, so somebody that we work with, a manager, said, I'm not going to put her name out there, but she said that, what's his name? Barack, he didn't have children, that he bought those children.
What?
Are you making a phone call?
Oh, my mom's calling me.
Oh,
Excuse us for
well,
a minute.
he let Big Hazy, but to me,
I never heard this shit.
some wild shit out there. Apparently, he had to pay his mother-in-law to watch the children or babysit the children or some shit like that.
That fucking happens on a daily basis everywhere.
I don't know.
Fuck.
But to me, Barack Obama...
I thought Reagan was like, I'm fucking out of here.
Yeah, I thought he was like, I gotta call some people real quick.
They're gonna have the fucking Republican guard
Go lay
fucking
down.
show up.
Go.
Okay,
I thought he was very classy while he was up there talking. What? No, you don't think so? Mabby, go.
Okay, Obama had the luxury of having the entire media cover for him and hide everything that he's done.
Really?
Yes, and they're trying to impeach Trump because Trump is getting to the bottom of the shit show that Obama instituted into our institutions. Like, Obama started some stuff in the State Department that is very, very corrupt, and Trump is like, Trump and Rudy Giuliani are finding out about it, and that's why they want Trump gone, because yes. Boil it down to the State Department was setting up camps in other countries to teach people to revolt against people that the State Department, America, deem bad, right? So that they go into Chile and Brazil and places in the Middle East,
Right.
and set up social media gathering groups where they teach the civilians in those places to organize, to protest and whatever. And so there's quotes of people in the State Department saying something like chaos is power, and the more chaos you have, the easier it is to gain power in these places. And so and these are actual officials appointed by Obama and working with Hillary Clinton. So
Right.
so the idea is that's for real, because she was Secretary of State. She runs the State Department. And so they organize these people to protest and overthrow people that the United States deem bad and evil or whatever.
Right.
And then they'd once the rebellion had ended, the State Department would go in there and help these people and be like, hey, you need our help. You need us to help you rebuild what you're doing.
Gotcha.
But they make the new government a type of socialistic government. They'd try to slowly root in socialism
So let me just
into
say.
all of these countries that they're helping rebuild.
So I didn't understand a word you just said. So put it in Star Wars terms. I'm just kidding. I understand what you're saying. I was just being. a
Okay,
dick.
I mean I can put it in Star Wars terms.
Sure, why not? For Andy, so he understands.
I was gonna say, they've been doing that for years. That's how we got fucking the other Barack or the other Hussein.
Yeah.
No wait. No,
Saddam-
the Osama. The
Osama bin
Osama.
Laden?
Fucking the CIA trained that fucker.
Yeah.
Did they
no,
really?
yeah.
Yes. Because he was
Um,
part of the whatever they wanted to. He was the rebels, and they came in and they were like, "Okay, we're gonna train you, the CIA. We're gonna train you to fight the Empire." And unfortunately, fucking the rebels.
I think I'll go jerk off.
Russell.
Yeah, he said I'm kind of bored. I think I'll go jerk off.
And so then the rebels turned into Darth Vader. Or the
So
Emperor.
say what you will about Glenn Beck. He's partisan. He's clearly has a right leaning voice commentator. But he has a full special where he goes in and he shows his evidence where he has requested documents from the State Department.
Sure.
And, people and this person is actually connected to this person and this person has done this, but these people are best friends and go to dinner every night.
Right.
And so this is it's documented that it sounds like a big conspiracy theory that America's trying to throw socialism and chaos around the world, but
Interesting.
there's actual
So what would
evidence.
be the point of that?
The end goal.
Yeah.
The
The end game, if
So-
you will.
We're in
end
the
game
end game
presumably
now,
would to
What?
have
So we're in the end game now, Carter.
I guess just state run to maybe set up a world government, something like that,
Yeah.
where the state is so prominent in each of these places, and since America, the State Department, whatever, has gone in there and helped them, the
Yeah.
people who are running that country are working for the State Department.
Right.
They're appointed by, or hey, you guys should really like this guy. He'll do you good. And so I guess the end game would be you spread that around enough, and then like in Star Wars, they say the senator needs, or the chancellor needs emergency power,
Yeah.
and then all of these countries are then run by one
Palpatine.
entity,
Yeah.
all set up by
And this is
The-
the Democrats, right?
yeah. So, the Obama administration really put a lot of this into
Okay.
effect. But not only did they do that, which is pretty bad. The Obama used the IRS to target political opponents.
Really?
Yeah.
They've done that before.
Bet you didn't hear about that, did you?
Nope.
They had Fast and the Furious, which I'm not completely sure what Fast and the
Oh.
Furious is.
I know they've done that in the past. The IRS and the FBI used
Have you
to
seen that
target
picture?
like the
Wow.
Black Panthers and
What?
Yeah.
other radical
Yeah.
groups.
Well, I
I
think
wonder if that's the
the
logo.
I forgot what that code name for that was.
Do you think that's
I've seen movies about it.
We'll talk about
Obama
this.
had Benghazi.
Okay.
That was really bad. Do you know about Benghazi?
A little bit, yeah.
So
He's not the only one to blame.
no, not at all. Most of that's on Hillary Clinton.
Hillary.
Yeah.
So there was an attack on the American embassy
Right.
in, what was it, Baghdad? Or what? It was in Benghazi. What country is Benghazi in? I have no clue.
I think it's in North Africa somewhere, isn't it?
I have no clue. I know it's somewhere in the Middle East.
I'm about to find out.
So
They also released. I'm sorry. They released a production released a Forbes magazine cover.
That's cool.
So he asked me to talk. And
No,
he's
I'm
just
sorry.
Looking on his phone the whole time.
No,
Wow,
I'm listening. I'm just.
He's showing me porn and
I
shit.
know. And he
I'm
said,
prepping
"Hey,
for-
Reagan, talk about."
I'm prepping for like once this, like a transition after this. You know what I mean?
Wow.
Can I
Okay.
interject in a
It's
lighthearted?
in Libya.
Sure,
lighthearted
go
deal?
ahead.
Libya.
Libya.
Libya, so
Libya.
it's North Africa.
Okay.
Okay. But I didn't want Hillary to win. Obama didn't really affect my life in any way.
Right.
Like most presidents usually do with my life. But I really like W. Because he just lived a little down the street.
Yeah. My dad used to drive the vans for W.
No shit.
Yeah, when he'd come, he'd drive like the press cars, and so when he'd fly back home to
Yeah.
Crawford.
Yeah.
So my dad got, I think he was on Air Force One once, and he got the little Air Force One M&Ms.
No
and they have the
shit.
presidential
I've
seal
got some of
Bitch.
those.
on one side.
That's
with the
cool.
M&M logo.
I used to
Um,
work with this girl who dated one of the Secret Service guys.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's cool. Yeah, and so I've been to his ranch because they had like a dinner thing for everybody that helped.
Yeah.
And so when I was like 2, I got to go to
Oh, that's
George
fucking
Bush's
cool.
ranch, and
Really?
yeah, that's the first place I ever had guacamole. And I got to meet the president, and so that was really cool.
A pics or it didn't happen.
I have pics. I can get them for you. If
Really?
You want them, yeah.
Tell your mom to text them to you right now.
So, what don't you like about what Trump's done?
Just this whole attitude with everything. It's
No,
just,
what has he done?
fuck her in the pussy. I don't know. Honestly, I haven't really been following Trump, so I can't really say what I like or
think
dislike
he-
about his presidential term.
I think he dislikes Trump personally, not
Yeah.
necessarily. politically.
It's just his whole
I mean,
demeanor and his whole
He's one of those big New York
yeah.
he just
businessmen.
yeah.
That
I
is
mean-
what got him. That is what got him elected.
I mean, you said you don't like grab him by the pussy, and yeah, that's fucked up to say.
But
You've
it's
said
also-
some pretty fucked up shit you don't want out there, don't you? Haven't you?
Yeah.
Yes.
Why are you coming for my throat?
No, okay, but
Jesus Christ.
but what I'm saying is, when you don't think you're being recorded,
You're being recorded.
or
you say things to your friends in confidence as jokes or as whatever,
Right, yeah.
and
I
when that
wanna
gets
say
out there, like
something so bad
there's
right now,
definitely
but I
stuff
can't.
that
I was just saying that as
I-
like a joke,
yeah.
honestly. The fucker by the pussy. I really don't care about that. I think it's
um.
funny once in a while, but I don't know, just
He talks big and he knows how to push their buttons.
yeah.
And when you have an entire media that's so biased against you and has been, so
start.
Trump's kind of a dick. So what? Yeah, exactly. When you have a media that's so completely biased against you, where 93% of the coverage on you on all major networks is negative,
Right.
you're gonna have to say some things to piss them off, or else they won't talk about you.
True.
You know?
Yeah,
Like,
that is.
I don't really follow mainstream news outlets, but I haven't really heard much about the Republican or the Trump's lawyers' response to this impeachment thing.
They haven't really said anything, have they?
I don't follow CNN or MSNBC or really any of the main major ones. Have y'all?
No,
No.
I'm not
So-
interested in that. But I'm just pissed off when I can't watch my regular shows. It's like, oh fuck, State of the Union. I don't care. Where's motherfucking Grey's Anatomy at?
I went to high school with her. I don't know if you want to go through. Look, she's a cosplayer. Sorry, I'm listening. But she does Harley Quinn. What is he?
He's
Oh.
fucking texting Trump right now. He's like, I
No.
know this motherfucker. You
She
need to put on the watch
cosplays Harley
list.
Quinn. Pretty good cosplayer.
So,
I don't know.
I think Trump's done some really great things. For
I'm
the
sure.
country.
Look, I'm sure he has.
The economy is amazing right now,
Yes,
And-
he's done wonders for them.
and
Has it?
there's no debate
You have
against
to go
that.
out.
You can't debate that the economy is doing fantastic right now.
I think I got a check from W.
Yeah.
Like a $300 check, and I was fucking be like, yeah.
Unemployment is at the lowest it's like ever been ever.
That's not true.
Yeah.
I'm unemployed. Okay.
I'm unemployed. I've been unemployed for at least
Unemployment is
two
at like
presidents.
3.1 right now.
Come on, let's go.
3.1%, and Obama said you need a magic wand to get underneath 4%.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm gonna. Oof.
Trump's got that elder wand, bitch.
Yeah, he's got the fucking.
I'll be right back.
unicorn horn wand.
I'm stepping away for a minute. My dog needs to use the restroom, so.
When Guardian Leviosa. What did he say?
And he grew up when the president was on every channel.
Andy grew up. What?
Yes. I'll be right back. Excuse me. Come on, let's go out.
When there were just 3 channels?
I think that's what he's trying to say.
Bitch, they didn't fucking interrupt Hee Haw.
Yeah, no, I just really think that it's so hard to vote for the Democrats this time around. I mean,
Honestly, I go by looks too. I'm like, yeah, I don't want that dude
Yeah.
as my president.
I
He
mean,
looks
have
kinda
you
sketchy.
seen Liz Warren? She is gross and icky, and I don't want to see her on TV all the time. I don't even watch TV, but I don't want my news. I don't want her to be in my news all the time.
The only Democrat that I know is running is Bloomberg, Mike Bloomberg. He's the only one.
Yeah.
Ever see advertisements or?
Yeah, he's put a lot of money into advertisements and stuff like that.
And I don't like what he's talking about.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, okay, I ain't voting for you, no matter what.
I don't know why they're waiting this late in the game. I mean, he's only got less than a year left, doesn't he?
For what?
Trump.
To impeach him?
Or at least in this.
Well,
this
they've been
4
trying to impeach him for literally everything he's done.
Really?
Yeah, I mean,
Since
like,
he's been in office.
the White House lawn isn't cut properly, and they're like, he's abusing power! Like, not legitimately, but like, they're like, oh, well, this side's uneven. Like, he's ruining our democracy, and we don't even have a democracy. Like, Liz Warren does talk like a preschool teacher. That's a very that's a very good observation, Russell. Bernie's fucking insane.
Yeah, he's a moron.
Yeah. No, Bernie's crazy. He's a real communist.
No shit.
Yeah, no, he honeymooned in the Soviet Union. When he got married,
Yeah.
he took his wife to the Soviet Union and they came back and talked about how great the Soviet Union was. He was like, yeah, their train stations are beautiful. There's no one on the train. And it's like, yeah, crazy, right? I think there's a video somewhere of him dancing with the shirt off singing the Soviet national anthem like during his honeymoon.
Holy
trip.
shit, dude.
Yeah. No, like Bernie's fucking crazy. It just came out. I don't know if y'all saw it. The Project Veritas clips of Bernie's people.
Nuh-uh.
No.
It's bad.
It's bad.
It's real bad. So, have y'all heard of Project Veritas before?
What's that?
So they do undercover stuff.
Okay.
So the Google leaks where they talked about Google being biased was Project Veritas, where they send reporters in and they I guess get these positions and they're like, hey, so what do you think about this? And they get like real people like confessing on tape about I don't know biases and stuff from Google and whatever.
Yeah.
So they just did one from the Bernie Sanders campaign, and people I think they sent them to a couple offices around the country of the Bernie HQ headquarters, where people are talking about how those people they are really nutty. There's one quote where if Bernie doesn't win the primary, it's because the DNC rigged it against him, and that they're ready to storm the MSNBC headquarters and rip him out. And they're joking like, oh, well, guillotines are humane, right? And one guy's like, yeah, I'm in contact with a couple people who are organizing yellow vest protests here in America. Oh yeah, they did the Acorn undercover stuff.
Okay.
From, I think that was something about them not giving loans to black people or something like that because they couldn't afford them because they were like low income, and so they were trying to make a race thing out of it. I'm not completely sure what Acorn is. I know I've heard of it before, but
Acorns?
yeah.
Yeah, I heard of it.
The DNC will rig it against them, and they're already working on it. They started that Liz Warren against Bernie thing last week, where it came out that, or Liz Warren herself leaked that Bernie told her in private that a woman could never be president, or a woman couldn't beat Donald Trump or something like that. And so at the debate, I don't remember who was hosting it. I think it was CNN. And they were like, so Bernie, why'd you say this? He's like, well, I didn't. I didn't say that. And then the next question to Liz Warren was, Liz, how did you feel when Bernie said that to you? Shit. I mean, okay, Bernie's crazy, but Bernie's like consistently crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, Bernie's a fucking loon. And
He's gonna die before he gets in office.
but like, he's like a mad scientist, and he's consistently a mad scientist.
Yeah.
Like, say what you will about Liz, she's a fucking liar. No, he went in there trying to get a home.
What happened?
That's right.
What?
That's right. Acorn was
Go lay down. Go.
something about sex trafficking and stuff through.
How could they Ashton Kutcher back then?
But yeah, so
What?
No yawning.
Sorry. Who's that?
One of these settings.
Yeah.
I mean, say what you will about Trump, but the alternative isn't very good at all.
No.
Like,
I am the Senate.
what are you thinking right now? Like, I know you lean mostly left.
Look,
How is the plane looking right now?
I'm very I'm very neutral. Okay. Like I said, I haven't been following politics. I haven't been involved in what's going on right now because one, I've been trying to build this channel. Two, it's just put me to the point to where I don't care right now, and I'm sure that will change at some point, all depending on who is in office or, having you on the show and being friends with you, which you're not. I really think you should have a politics show.
You think so?
Yeah, but we could discuss that later.
I don't know if I want to
We
put
can,
that out
we-
on the world.
we can sit here in blazers and you can have
No, I'm
red, white, and
gonna-
blue behind you.
I'm going to apply for a job, and they're going to say, oh, well, you did have a Dom Chiodo politics show where you said these really nasty
I
things.
ain't gonna
like,
see that shit.
No, they totally
Ain't
do.
gonna see
They
that
totally do, and they totally choose like that.
Really?
Yeah.
What are you trying to get a job for?
Literally anything.
Dollar General's hiring.
No, I'm going to school for cybersecurity, and so most of
So you're
tech
gonna-
companies and stuff like that
Oh,
lean
yeah,
very hard
Yeah.
We could be like
politically.
Reagan dumbs down politics to Star Wars. I didn't even know they'd be like, well,
Oh,
you said that one
talking
thing.
about
That
Star Wars?
was about Star Wars.
Yeah. Talking about Star Wars real quick. Going back. You brought some stuff today, didn't you?
Yeah, I did.
What did you bring?
I brought it's called a Carousel. It's not an actual frame from the production of the show, but this is, let's see,
Let's see if you can get a little bit closer.
is it too close or is it?
We have a light glowing. Yeah,
Right
right there.
there.
That's perfect. Let's see. Hold on.
Is it closer or farther back?
Come closer a little bit so they can get full detail. Keep going.
Keep going.
Yep, but tilt down a little bit. That's it. That's perfect, man. So explain to us what this is.
It's called a Carousel,
Okay.
and basically they take the designs from the show and put them into like a limited print.
Yeah.
This one was like 1,000 copies of
Jesus.
this were actually produced. And so I went to San Diego Comic Con back 12 years ago at least,
Okay.
and one of the booths had one of these, and I bought it.
Really? How much did that run you?
It was probably like $250.
That's not bad,
It wasn't.
especially at San Diego Comic Con.
So yeah, this was on my wall at home in my bedroom. So.
Yeah, I think. Well, we can talk about off camera about what I think and what we can try and do if y'all are interested. But we'll just discuss that.
All right.
Is this a sex thing?
Yes,
Okay.
No.
sex.
No
Pussy.
sympathy.
He said pussy. Look, well, we'll just talk off air. So what else do you guys want to talk about, man? What's going on in your life, Reagan? I saw you were sitting here. I didn't mean to look over and see you were texting some girl, but is this
No.
no?
Nope.
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 Okay.
In other words, butt out.
Butt out. Sorry.
Butt
Is
out.
she? Does she watch?
I don't think so.
Okay. All right.
Ah, you beat me. Where's your baby?
Yep. Pussy. How about you, man?
I'm just trying to keep up with work and life at home.
Yeah.
Kids are driving me crazy. My wife's crazy, so we're just trying to keep our heads above water at the moment.
Okay.
Uh,
Sounds about right.
I've got a comic book. I showed it to you. Probably the first one I brought. I had to send it off to get it pressed and then graded.
Ooh.
So it's been pressed. It looks pretty good.
What does that mean?
It means they put in like a shirt. It's like a t-shirt presser basically. They take all the non-color breaking creases out of the.
Okay.
To make it better condition.
You're making a comic book?
No, not making.
He's fixing one up.
Oh,
fixing
okay.
or repairing one.
Oh, okay.
So to speak.
Repairing.
I thought you were like writing a comic and everything. I was
No.
like, oh, that's really cool.
I've
That
actually
would be
got
pretty
ideas for one, but that's not the same thing.
Cool. Oh,
You
okay.
should do it,
I
man.
bet you they don't even have. Do they even have printing presses anymore?
Yeah, they print newspapers and magazines. still.
Why isn't it digital yet?
Why is it what digital?
Newspaper.
Printing presses or whatever. Or is it just the same thing?
I don't know.
Used to it'd be like, and that's why it was a printing press. A sheet would come in.
No, this is a different thing. This isn't making.
Well, I know it's a big machine that goes.
So,
I've watched fucking like
How it's made.
yeah, well not how it's made, but they've
On
got
this
like
episode,
stop the presses and the machine's going.
how it's made.
So
That's pretty cool. All right. Well.
Oh, I got a question for Carter.
Oh, okay.
Have I asked this before? Do you still have traditional paper pen artists? I know
oh yeah,
a lot of stuff is
Paper,
like digital
pencil,
now.
Pencil, colors.
Russell said, Andy's like, back in my day, you had to put the wooden letters in one by one.
You did.
What were you showing me?
I'm showing you pictures of the people who did it sent me pictures of what.
Wow.
It's kind of hard to tell without
Yeah,
seeing it in hand, but they sent me pictures of
that does look
how
nice.
it came out. Take out any
Yeah, that's smooth
creases.
looking.
They said one of the staples was rusty, which is going to hurt. And there was some tanning in the pages inside, so that hurts a little bit, but still.
But I thought the heat when you press it, it brings the color back out.
It can, I guess.
Because
What is
Back
it?
in my day, you got your news from the town crier.
because I had a comic book that was pretty faded, and it looked pretty tan. And Tristan took her flat iron, or heat her for her hair. She steamed it,
Really?
and the colors came out, and it started popping.
Okay.
I don't recommend it. I almost had a meltdown because she was doing that to my comics, but
Uh-huh.
they look better now.
Yeah.
Well, you just made a new best friend.
I know.
So,
So you can kind of see some of the wrinkles in
all right, guys, we're at 1:25. Are you wanting to take a break? Are you wanting to end? What do y'all want to do?
I think we're about at an end. I mean,
Wrapping it up.
Yeah.
I don't
Wrapping
have a
up.
whole lot more to
Yeah,
discuss.
discuss. Andy, wrap it up. Yeah. All right, guys. Thanks for tuning in to ChiodoLive. We'll see you soon.